Alright, so hello once again and welcome to another video. Today we will cover some basic topics of classes in Python. Okay, we will just start our theoretical speech and we will not take very deep into it. Okay, so actually, the concept of classes and objects is very important in modern programming as lots of different uh, it is very hard to find something that doesn't involve them. For example, Python language is fully based on classes and objects. So what is this? Basically, a class is a very complicated but not difficult to understand data structure. It involves parameters and which are called attributes, and it involves methods, which are basically built-in functions. So, what is a class? Semantically, the class is a list of features some object can possess. For example, we can make a class human using the definitive word class and the name capitalized. It can get some arguments. Actually, it can get only super classes, but we will talk about it a little bit later. Right now, we need to define which attributes our class is going to have. For that, we need to use magical method, dunder method, which is just fancy word for built-in method. Def double underscore init double underscore. Init method gets one argument that is needed almost always itself, so that you can make a link into the object, into the instance of that class. But hold on here. Let me just very quickly check. Yeah, everything is fine. So, what attributes are going to be in our human? Of course, it's birth date, right? Also, sex, which is a biological feature as well. Then I guess we can go to country of origin. I guess that's enough for a start, right? So those are like basic parameters of our human. But in order to get it applied, we need to send all this information into the class, right? So self, which means object's name, is equal to assigned name. Oh, okay, let's edit. Assigned name send us as a parameter. Then self dot birth date is equal to birth date send us as an argument when we make an object. Self sex is equal to sex self country of origin dot country of origin. Let's, you know what, self ethnicity equals to country of origin. Yeah. So I understand that ethnicity and country of origin is not one and the same thing. Just I wanted to show you that you can make name of the attributes of our future class independently from the name of the arguments we send to the um, object when we create it. Now we can create this human. Okay, so I don't know. I am a human. Name with the name Nick with the birth date my sex is male. Country of origin is Russia. And now we have our object. And you know, each person can be described using this class. Okay, so for example, sister is a human with the name Olga. Her birthday is, I will alter it a little bit, right, so that you don't, I just want to disclose it. And the country of origin is Russia. You need to make it string, of course. Now we can ask each attribute of our object. For example, print I. Then when we want the parameter of the class, the attribute of the class, the value of it, we place dot and the name of parameter, name, and then print sister dot name. Let's run it. Oh. Oh yeah, she's a female. Sorry. What about that? And as you can see, we have I.name Nick, sister.name Olga. It works kind of like that. But all the object-oriented programming, so I is an object in this case, sister is an object in this case. We like all these object-oriented programming lies on three aspects, three very huge and very good aspects. First of all is encapsulation. You know, we can build make built-in functions inside of our class, right? So let's add something. For example, def greet. Make sure to send self as one of the arguments, and I guess ethnicity will be okay in this case, right? No, we will just do it like this. Print print what? Okay, people give greetings depending on the language, right? So it's gonna be Russia. Привет. England. Sorry, I bought a new keyboard. I like it very much, but I just haven't got used to it yet. England is hello. Let it be China. Ni hao. But how can you spell it? I understand that it might be wrong, but still, you'll see the point. So we have all that greetings, you know. And in this case, we can do what? Print greeting as wait self ethnicity. I think it should work. For example, I have an acquaintance in England. His name is James, so let's make this variable James is a human with the name James. His birth date I won't disclose it, but I'll say he's a male and he is from England. So now we have great method and we can call it. We can say I dot read and for example James dot read. Let's try that. And as you can see, when I greet, I say privet. When James greets, he says hello because he's from England, because his ethnicity implies his native language is English, and my ethnicity, country of origin, implies that my native language is Russian. So we can build different built-in functions over there that are called methods. But also, we can make some subclasses, and it lets us go to this first very important principle of object-oriented programming, which is called inheritance. We can make a class that's gonna be a child of the class human, so subclass. There are lots of different people over there, and we can divide all the people into some categories. For example, we can make the class depending on the profession. So I'm a teacher, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna inherit this class from the class human, as teachers are human, surprisingly, but they are. So, and when we place it like this, everything from here will be inherited into here, okay? But we probably would like to add something, right? I don't know. Dave, teach? No, let's add work. Is it gonna get self? And print. One day I will know how to type. I teach people. On the other hand, there are different other professions, right? So, for example, such profession as a student, which is basically kind of a profession, and students are people as well, surprisingly so. And their work will be different from the teacher's work, right? They will say, I study a lot. Now, let's redefine our previous objects. For example, I am not just a human, I'm a teacher. And you see, we have not a single word about any parameters we need to build, but we have them here. We need to provide them because this class is inherited from the human. So my name is still Nick. I've already shared my birth date. It's gonna be I'm a male, and the country of origin is Russia. My sister is Olga. She has another date of birth. She is a female. And her country of origin is Russia as well. But she's not a teacher yet. She's a student. So, now let's call those methods I dot work and sister dot work. I teach people in here. I study a lot in here. We call seemingly the same parameter, but because they are from different subclasses, they are different. They behave differently. This represents two very important principles in object-oriented programming. First one is inheritance. We can inherit all the basic like attributes, and I still can greet in here, just for you to understand. So I dot greet. I still can do that. We will delete this and privet. We can see it here. So the first one is the inheritance of all the attributes and methods from the some superclass. like from the parenting class in other classes. The second one is called polymorphism. Polymorphism is the possibility to alter basic to alter the behavior of basic class in different subclasses. So we can change grid parameter in here, right? We can reassign it. And in different subclasses, let's be so. In different subclasses, they will these one seemingly one method inherited from the superclass will have different behavior. This is called polymorphism. And so you see, we reassign this basic method of our superclass, and we altered its behavior. So teacher says "Привет, дети," which means hello children, and students usually respond "Здравствуйте, учителю," "Привет, учитель," which is hello teacher. So there is a third basic principle, which is called encapsulation. All those methods we build can be a little bit different to achieve. In this case, this is a public method. As it is a public method, it can be dragged from anywhere. You can make up a function that's gonna take your object as a parameter and call this method while performing this function. You can do whatever it goes. There are like subprivate and private methods. Those non-public methods are those that can be called by other objects of the same class, and private methods are those that can be called only from the object itself. It is a big deal in different in some of the programming languages, but when it comes to the functionality of Python, as far as I know, it has never been a case. You can conventionally proclaim that this method is non-public or private by adding one underscore before its name. It's gonna say that it's non-public, and if there are two of them, it's private. But it's only the convention, and it doesn't apply any restrictions for usage of those methods. So I don't really think that we even need to not to waste, but to pay a lot of attention to that. Okay, and this is it for classes. As for the theory of them, I'm not really a big professional in programming and in classes as well. But next time we will start talking about doing some practice tasks that our bot development course suggests to us. And if you are a very attentive person, you could have noticed this new folder. So I'll make a video today, I guess, but I don't know when I'm going to publish it. I would like to simultaneously start another project, some kind of a real project. It's not paid, it's not commercial, but I guess that our current possibilities, with all the information we've already done and gained, will be a little, will make it a little, at least, sorry, bearable to make a real project. So watch for a new video. And always remember that even if you are a complete dabbler, don't worry. Just keep pushing and everything will be wonderful. With this being said, see you next time. Bye.